What is going on, guys? It is Wilson from Function Powersports. Today, we're gonna be doing a little bit of a tire breakdown on the Gladiator XComp ATR. We have been running them on the 2022 Polaris RZR XP 1000. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen. So we've kind of been put into the test, seeing how they perform so that we can kind of bring you this video and talk about them and see if they're gonna be right for your machine. Guys, if you didn't hear yet, we're doing a massive giveaway right now. We are giving away a set of Anthem Off-Road UTV wheels and Gladiator UTV tires, any of the in-stock sets. All you gotta do, head over to functionpowersports.com, drop your email in the pop-up. You'll see my face there. I'm holding some tires. Just drop your email in there. You're automatically entered to win. There's no purchase necessary. This is gonna run till November 14th. We're picking the winner on the 18th. We will notify you by email. Again, any finish, any model of the Anthem UTV wheels that are in stock, any of the Gladiator UTV model tires, so the AT, ATR, the ATR, or the RS, your choice, you pick, you put the package together, we're gonna ship it to you. All you gotta do is to enter to win is head over to functionpowersports.com, drop your email in the pop-up. All right, so the Gladiator XComp ATR, this one in particular is the 5th and spare that we have for the machine that we've been using it on. It's in a 32 by 10 15. It's mounted on a Anthem Rogue in the satin black, simulated beadlock, and a 15 by 7. So it's a really nice setup. Obviously, it looks fantastic. It looks great. But when it comes to the tire, right, you're looking at the tire, you think this is a pretty beefy looking tire. It's a nice aggressive tire. It is an all-terrain. You might notice, if you're a truck guy, if you run truck tires, it very closely resembles the MT that XComp has, which is a massive hit for them. Great performing tire when it comes to running them on trucks. The lug pattern is very similar, except the lug spacing on the UTV tire is a little more spread out. It's a little bit, they have a little bit more surface area coverage with the lugs on the MT tire. However, we really do like this, and I think it kind of proves a testament to all the testing and good feedback they've heard from the MT. Transferring it over to this, changing it a little bit so that it's perfect for us in the UTV and Powersports world, kind of bringing us this tire in its form. So it is a 10-ply steel belted radial, so it's very durable when it comes to those harsher terrains that you might be running it on. However, it's a 2-ply sidewall, so you can air it down for those more extreme off-road conditions, whether you're rock crawling, you just need more contact patch, you can air it down. Obviously, if you're gonna be airing it down to a certain point, you might gonna need a bead lock. Anthem does also offer a beadlock in the Rogue, so just a hint on that. One of the biggest things we've noticed has been the tighter hairpin turns, faster turns when you're coming in at speed and you're trying to throw it around that corner. These have been sticking, they've been holding to the trail extremely well, so we can kind of just power through in two-wheel drive, still have that fun on the trail. It actually gets a little bit harder to kick the ass out a little bit, right? Because it's just so well planted. That's kind of one of the big things that we've noticed with them. So they perform extremely well in the all-terrain scenario that we're looking at. I mean, rocks, right? Moab, if you're running in Moab, airing these guys down and running them over rocks, they're gonna grab the rock, they're gonna perform. That's one of the things that we've kind of heard. We haven't taken these out to Moab ourselves, but there's been plenty of testimony as the fact of how these guys are performing when it comes to those rocks and rock crawling. So super excited about that. So being kind of one of the more aggressive treads in that lineup, we were actually extremely surprised and happy to find out that on the road, they are extremely smooth. It was kind of a surprise. We expected them to be a little bit louder and a little bit less smooth, so a little bit more shaky in the wheel on the tires just because of the aggressive lug pattern. However, I think what they learned with the MT on the trucks, they kind of, when they brought that over to this, they utilized that design process and really created an extremely nice tire for road riding. So, I mean, I'd say probably the only downsides we have with these tires is that because they grip and hold so well in the terrains, it's maybe gravel, right? So with gravel, they're gonna throw a little bit more of that gravel in there. So if you got ATV guys riding behind you, one thing that we've noticed is that it will sling those rocks a little bit more aggressively than the other tires would. But I wouldn't say that that's like a downside. Obviously, it's doing its job in the sense. It may just come down to what offset you run on the wheel to get the wheel tucked in a little bit more. On the front, we just noticed, we noticed like because we run a 4+3, we kind of stick out a little bit, that we've got a little bit of rock chipping coming up on the rear fenders from the front tires slinging rocks. A little bit more so than before. But you know, you give and you take. You want it to grip the rocks because you need the traction. You don't want it to grip the rocks because you don't want them to throw it as much. But I think I'd rather have it gripping and have the stability while I'm riding. So other than that, I mean, that's kind of what I would expect, really. But I mean, and where it shines and performs on the trails was definitely a lot more than we expected, and then on the road as well. So I think all around, this is gonna be an awesome tire for really almost anyone who wants to put a tire on their machine that they don't really have to change, right? Like I would feel comfortable taking this tire anywhere on any ride, maybe except the dunes, right? I'm gonna put a paddle tire on a machine when I go to the dunes, but anywhere else, hard pack, gravel, dirt, mud, you know, light sand, anything like that, this tire is definitely gonna be a tire that I would go and look for. Super excited about that. I think that gets a double thumbs up from us when it comes to kind of living up to the name of take this tire anywhere. And remember, if you guys are in the market for a new tire for your UTV, you're looking for an all-terrain, check out the Gladiator XComp ATR over at functionpowersports.com. We've got them in stock, they're ready to go. Put them together with a wheel. We're gonna mount and ship that to you for free, so save a little bit of money when buying your next setup. Get it from us. We'd love to take care of you when it comes to that. That's gonna wrap up our video here today. I'm Wilson for Function Powersports. Peace.